telling y'all something that actually happened to me a couple weeks ago. I was flying to whatever city I was flying to, and I'm leaving from Houston, right? I'm leaving from Houston, and it is storming, and it's raining, and it's lightning, and my flight got delayed. So immediately when your flight gets delayed, you automatically pissed off. Like you're like I need to get to where I'm going. Flight is delayed by an hour because it's lightning, and they have like a rule that you can't load on a plane, you can't do anything if it's lightning coming down, you know what I mean? So then everybody's waiting in, the time gets pushed back again. So I feel like as human beings, we're all just a little bit selfish because once again, we want to get to where we want to get to when we want to, but for our safety, they wouldn't let us fly out. So long story short, the plane ended up getting delayed by like 3 hours, and in my brain, I'm like, I just want to make it to my class on time. I just want to make it to my class on time, you know what I mean? So after about 3 hours, they finally let us on the plane. Okay, cool. So I'm like, oh, man, I'm behind, but I'm on time because I had an early flight. So we started taking off, so we in the air, right? And the captain says, okay, y'all, you know, of course we're all got on our seatbelts, but you're gonna experience some turbulence. So turbulence on the airplane is gonna be some shaking, is, you know, you sit tight. But this turbulence was a little bit different, okay, than I've experienced. Y'all know I've been out a lot over the last 6 months. But this turbulence, like, you know, it's one of the things like the whole plane is like, and you grabbing onto the person next to you. And I'm like, oh, Lord Jesus. And what's going on is that we took off while it was raining. It was still raining, it just wasn't lightning. They went on, they thought it was okay for us to take off while it was still raining. Okay, just follow me, just go with me here. So we took off while it was raining. So that means for us to get to in the air where we need to be, we gotta go through, everybody with me at home just say bullshit. Or if you don't wanna curse, say BS. Okay, we gotta go through some bullshit to get out the rain. So the captain said as soon as we're able to bypass, in my brain I was saying this bullshit because we, you know, gasping for our lives in the air. And if you ever been in that situation, it is just a tad bit heart-wrenching for a couple seconds. But then in my brain, I have to remember the captain knows what he's doing. He's been in this position before. I trust that, you know, the commercial aircraft's been doing this for a long, long time, that they perfected any imperfection. So that's how my brain is, you know, I've taught myself how to think. So the captain says once again, once we get above the rain, we're gonna be all right. But it seemed like we was in the middle of that rain for a good 20, 30 minutes. So imagine 20, 30 minutes, plane shaking, woof, 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 you. Like, I'm not making this up. So what it is that we took off in rain. We took off in some bullshit, but we still wanted to get to where we wanted to go. So we took off because it's gonna push like the whole airlines their schedule back. Okay, so then as we're going up in thousands of feet up in the air, 1,000 feet in the air, we're going through different, what's called rain clouds. Okay, go with me here. So we have to go through the rain and the rain clouds to get to the correct altitude that the airplane is meant to fly in. Okay, so I got a few numbers. I didn't make no long little speech on my thing. Everything is really from my heart, top of my brain. So rain clouds are formed at about 6,500 feet in the air. So from ground zero to 6,500 feet in the air, we is rocking, we is shaking. So we gotta go through regular air, we gotta go through cloud after cloud, and we're actually going through the clouds. Once again, we're going through that bullshit, like we going through, right? Because we just can't go, we gotta take time. Okay, so it's just a part of the process for us to go from here to where we're trying to get to. But where we're trying to get to, these different levels of altitude, right? We got to go through some things sometime. It's not always like that when I fly, but this particular day it was. So a commercial plane is actually meant to fly at 33,000 feet to 42,000 feet. Usually they decide to fly at around about 35,000 feet comfortably. So the rain clouds, we're going through this bullshit at 6,500 feet and below. It's just the process that we have to go to get to the altitude that we need to be in. And y'all, let me tell you before I go on, when we got to that altitude, it wasn't even no rain. It was like rain, 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 rain. And then as soon as that little segment ended and we was above the bullshit, we was above the rain clouds, it was smooth sailing. It's like we had never went through anything for the rest of the flight. And I was kind of taken back. Like I just hadn't typically gone through something like that. And I thought about this message. And once again, this is like 3-4 weeks ago. That's just how my brain operates. That's how my brain thinks. And then I start relating that to life. Sometimes in life, y'all, we have to go through, say it with me, the bullshit. Okay, we gotta go, it's okay. You gotta go through the bullshit to get to where we are trying to go. It's just a part of the process. Like, there's no way we can go from 0 to 33,000 plus feet in the air without going through those rain clouds, right? To fly at the correct altitude that the plane is meant to fly in, okay? So my question to you is, if you have a lot of turbulence in your life right now, it's not trials and tribulations and different things coming at you, it's not meant to stay. It's not meant for you to stay in there a long time. Sometimes you could be staying in a situation a long time because that's where you chose to be at. That's where you chose to be comfortable at. So my question to y'all today is, are you flying at your right altitude? Do you even know where your right altitude is? Let me break it down some more. Do you deserve to be around people that are pulling you down? Do you deserve to be depressed all the time, every day? Are you having to deal with drama and things that you have already overcome, or that you feel like is beneath you, or that you don't want to, that's disturbing your peace? If you feel that you are over that level in your life and you're still there, that's because your altitude, ladies and gentlemen, my champs, your altitude is too low, okay? So you have to decide where you want to fly at. You have to decide that you're ready to go to your next level in your life and that you're tired of dealing with the bullshit. So I ask you, get real quick, for those of us really focused and zoning in me real quick, I want you to grab a piece of paper. I should have said that at the beginning. Grab a piece of paper and a pen. I'm going to give y'all every bit of like 30 seconds while I continue to talk. Grab a piece of paper and a pen, because I actually want you to, I don't want to say any homework. This is going to be a little exercise for yourself, okay? So I will do another video another time, kind of giving you a little bit of background and how long I've personally been doing this, and all that good stuff that y'all may want to know and ask questions, which is cool. But right now I want you to grab a piece of paper and a pen, and I need you to write something down. Okay. So on this piece of paper, I want you to write down 3 of your short-term goals, because we can't even talk about long-term goals until you're able and capable of hitting short-term goals. If you're not able and capable of hitting short-term goals, we cannot even discuss long-term goals, y'all. That's just my personal opinion. That's what it is. That's me keeping it real. So write down 3 of your short-term goals. 1, 2, 3, green light. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. Okay, if the girl that's just coming on, I see a lot of y'all coming on, don't worry, I will post this up. Okay, I have a lot of great things in store, like I told y'all in my post. That was just put on my heart super quick, that this is what we're gonna start doing. This is a different entity of my life that I'm gonna start posting and putting up. So don't worry if you just come on, I will repost this video. Okay, so write down 3 short-term goals. Okay, I'm gonna give you 30 more seconds. If they're really goals to you, y'all, it doesn't take you all day. It doesn't take you all day to reach in there. It doesn't take you all day. Okay. Now I want you to figure out of those 3 short-term goals, which one is the most important to you? Like, which one do you desire the most? Like, I want to start working on this. Like, today I want this so bad. Which one out of the 3? Okay, 1, 2, 3, green light. Pick. 30 seconds. Let me put y'all on the timer. Okay, we got that. So we got the one goal that's the most important to you, right? Okay. So for goal number, the one goal that's the most important to you, I want you to write down 3 things, just 3, you don't got all day, 3 things that you feel like that hinders you from accomplishing, completing, and or getting to your goal. And this is us identifying your weaknesses, okay? So once again, 3 things that stop you, hinders you from getting to that one goal. Okay, it's important for us to learn how to identify our weaknesses so we're able to correct them. Y'all excuse me. So as y'all writing. And this is live, y'all. I'm not finna edit no video. I don't got no time. I think this is why it's taking me so long to actually come to just this place and do it, because I'll be honest with you, this is gonna be up, raw, uncut. I don't have any extra time in my life to be trying to get a video more perfect than now. So when y'all see these motivational videos and anything dealing with this entity, motivational talks, whatever, it's just gonna be real. You know, we're gonna do a little cute video here and there, but this is gonna just be real, because this is what God has put on my heart to do. You know what I mean? So y'all just gonna see it for what it is. Which I did have a hard time doing that at first, I'm not gonna lie. But in the midst of y'all writing down that, and this is like a whole nother speech. Sometimes being perfect, this is my quote, being perfect is not being perfect at all. Sometimes it's just getting up doing the work. And sometimes we overthink everything that we gotta do to be perfect or look a certain way to somebody or somebody else, but really it's just getting up and do the work. So let me be that example to y'all in this entity. Okay, so we got the one goal that's the most important, and now we have 3 things that hinder you from reaching that goal, right? Okay, the last thing I want you to do is I want you to write down 3 things that you will start doing differently to reach that goal. Okay, we wrote down 3 things that stop you from getting to your goal. You gotta keep it real with yourself. You know. Now, what are 3 things that you're gonna start doing differently to get to your goal? That's important that you identify that, because it's not a habit. Okay? I guess scientifically it says it takes 21 days to make a habit. I mean, even when I start new habits for myself, I'm like, okay, the keys are here. And not here at the bottom of the bag. The keys are in this compartment. And you have to train your brain to do something different that it's not familiar with until it becomes familiar with. So because I want y'all to really learn and get better, and I personally understand that becoming one with yourself and becoming a greater version of you is not just hearing one great speech from somebody. Okay, it's a consistent, you can say activity that you do on a consistent basis. So for some of y'all, this may be step 1. Okay, because as kids, we're not taught motivation, personal development. We're not really taught that. So some of us, we just don't know what we don't know. And if our circle of friends don't bring those kind of things up, then it's not that we're ignorant to the fact, it's just that we haven't been introduced to it. So how do we get better if nobody is really teaching us how to get better? So I want to be more than just a post. I want to be more than just, once a week. Oh man, Tasia, that video was so good. And I want to be more than that because I personally know and I personally understand that it takes much more than that to actually alter your mindset, alter your thinking, alter your way of life. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But at the moment, I'm going to dedicate these Mondays to us, okay? If I find another day in my schedule, we'll do another live because I have so much in me from a decade worth. So if you go 365 times like 10 years, okay, go 52 weeks times 10 years. That's how much knowledge that I have on this, what I'm doing with you. So let's just do a quick review, and then we're going. So it's important for you to identify, once again, what altitude you want to be in. Okay, you want to be in an altitude where all the bullshit is at? You want to keep going through the same thing day in and day out? You want the same people around that's trying to pull you down? Because they know once you get out that bucket, it's not the point you won't experience another level of haters on another level. But once you get out, they can't pull you back down on that level. You know? So my analogy is with the rain clouds, once we got above the rain clouds, y'all, it wasn't a drop of rain in the air. It was like sunshine. It was like a peak line in the sky, and I was like, what the fuck? It was a different altitude. We didn't have to go through what we went through on the bottom. That's one. Identify where you want to be and where you feel like you deserve to be at, because you do. But it's going to take work. You're going to hear this word so much out of me. Process. It's a process. You got to pass through the bullshit. And you got to be able to identify when you're going through something so you know how to cut it off, let it go, move on. Sometimes, y'all, we stay in not just relationships. I don't want to just home on relationships, but friendships, associations, just because. Let them people go. Move on. Whatever is for you is for you. Whatever is not for you is not for you. And it's true, y'all. Some people will come in your life for a day, a week, a month, a season, for years. And that's a whole nother speech too. But if it's interrupting your peace, if it's interrupting your happiness, that's not a light. Learn how to keep moving forward, not for them, but for you. Okay? You have life in you now. Let's seize the day, seize the moment. Recap real quick. What atmosphere you want to be on? That's one. I asked you to name your one goal that was the most important to you. Name your 3 things that hinders you from reaching your goal, and then name 3 things you're going to do differently to start reaching your goal. And that's important, champs. So with that being said, I hope that message really resonate within your heart, your soul, your spirit, and you really do something with it. Doing something with it meaning apply it. Rewatch this video, relook at the notes that you've taken. When I talk to y'all at the moment, I'm not going to be talking for an hour because I feel like that's too much at the moment. I can, but I don't know I can. But it's just going to be little seeds that I'm giving to you. And the only way that you're going to continuously understand the level that I'm wanting to teach you on is by doing the work with me and applying it to your life to understand what I'm saying. So I understand that, and this was I really wish I had time to talk to y'all a little bit more. The level that I teach on, it may not be for you. And I want y'all to understand that everybody's not for you, it's okay. But if I am for you, grow with me, and we're gonna continuously keep growing your mind and your body like a double-edged sword, okay? So thank you so much, champs. I will see you soon, and I'm reposting this video in just a couple of minutes. Be great because you are, and don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Thank you so much. Share this video.